What if I told you there's a place on Earth so strange, it feels like you've landed on another planet? A world adrift in time, where evolution took a path so peculiar, so wonderfully bizarre, that it defies our very understanding of life. This is not science fiction. This is Madagascar, an island continent teeming with life forms that seem to have sprung from a different world entirely. The excitement of discovery here is matched only by a profound sense of urgency, a fear that these wonders, forged over millions of years, could vanish before we truly comprehend them. Our journey will take us deep into the heart of this enigmatic land. Prepare yourself for a journey to the strangest place on Earth. Here, in the forests of Madagascar, the story of life has followed a different script. To truly understand this place, we must first meet its most famous residents, the lemurs. They are not monkeys, but a distinct branch of primate that arrived here, perhaps on rafts of vegetation, and diversified into over 100 different species. Consider the Indri, the largest of all living lemurs. Its haunting, whale-like call echoes through the canopy, a song that carries for miles, marking its territory. Then there is the Veros sifaka, the so-called dancing lemur. Confined to the trees, it is an expert climber, but on the ground, it is a different story. It cannot walk on all fours. Instead, it moves with a comical sideways hop, holding its arms out for balance as if performing an elaborate dance. It is a spectacle of pure, unadulterated joy. But not all of Madagascar's creatures are so charismatic. In the deepest, darkest parts of the forest, a far more mysterious creature emerges under the cover of night. The Eye. With its huge, sensitive ears, rodent-like teeth that never stop growing, and a long, skeletal middle finger, it is perhaps the strangest primate on Earth. It taps on trees, listening for the hollow echo of insect larvae burrowing within the wood. Once it locates its prey, it gnaws a hole and uses that slender, uncanny finger to extract the grub. Our journey now takes us from the living inhabitants to the land itself. In western Madagascar lies a fortress of stone, a place so impenetrable and otherworldly, it is known as the Tsingy de Bemaraha. This is a forest, but not of trees. It is a sprawling labyrinth of razor-sharp limestone pinnacles. The name Tsingy in the Malagasy language translates, appropriately, to where one cannot walk barefoot. It is a landscape that is both beautiful and hostile, a vertical world where life has had to adapt in extraordinary ways. Lemurs and other animals have learned to leap from one sharp peak to another with astonishing precision. From the sharp and jagged, we travel to the smooth and surreal. Here stands the Avenue of the Baobabs. These are not just trees, they are monuments. Grandidier's baobabs, some nearly 1,000 years old, line an old dirt road, their massive cylindrical trunks reaching for the sky before sprouting a ridiculously small crown of branches. They look ancient and wise, as if they hold the secrets of the earth within their swollen trunks. In the golden light of sunrise or sunset, their silhouettes create a scene of such profound and strange beauty it feels utterly unreal. In a world teeming with unique predators and prey, the art of camouflage is taken to its absolute extreme, and no group of animals has mastered this art quite like the chameleons. Madagascar is the undisputed world capital of these incredible reptiles. Their most famous trait, of course, is their ability to change color, but this is not, as is commonly believed, primarily for camouflage. It is their language. The shifting patterns and hues are a complex form of communication. Their bodies are a marvel of biological engineering. Their eyes can move independently of one another, allowing them to look in two different directions at once. And then there is the tongue, projected at astonishing speed to snatch an unsuspecting insect. From giants the size of a house cat to dwarfs that could comfortably sit on the tip of your thumb, the diversity here is simply staggering. But can you spot them all? The challenge is immense. Searching for these cryptic creatures in the leaf litter is a true test of patience and perception. They are the hidden jewels of Madagascar, masters of illusion hiding in plain sight. The strangeness of Madagascar is not confined to its flora and fauna. It is woven deeply into the fabric of human society, through a complex system of local beliefs, myths, and taboos known as fadi. These are not written laws, but powerful, unseen rules that govern every aspect of daily life. This intricate web of spiritual belief shapes the relationship between the Malagasy people and the very land they inhabit. These taboos can have a direct and sometimes surprising impact on conservation. The Indri lemur is revered due to a legend that it is a sacred ancestor. The Iriai, however, has not been so fortunate. Just as the island's wildlife is a unique blend found nowhere else, so too is its culture. The story begins some 1500 to 2000 years ago, when seafaring pioneers set out from the islands of what is now Indonesia. This history of migration and mixing has created a people and a culture that are truly one of a kind, a living bridge between continents. You can see this blend everywhere, in the faces of the people, in the terraced rice paddies, in the music. For all its wonder, for all its alien beauty, the story of Madagascar in the 21st century has a dark and urgent undercurrent. This isolated paradise is one of the most threatened environments on the planet. The primary threat is deforestation. For centuries, the Malagasy people have practiced tavi, or slash and burn agriculture. While sustainable on a small scale, a rapidly growing population has accelerated this practice to devastating levels. From the air, the scale of the destruction is heartbreaking. A green Eden scarred by immense, bleeding wounds of red earth. This habitat loss is compounded by other pressures. Illegal logging, poaching, and climate change put further stress on these delicate ecosystems. The web of life here, so intricately woven over millennia, is unraveling at a terrifying pace. We are faced with a profound and troubling question. Will we be the last generation to witness these wonders? Will the haunting song of the Indri fall silent forever? The situation is critical, but it is not without hope. Dedicated conservationists are fighting tirelessly to protect what remains. But it is a race against time, a desperate struggle to save an entire world before it vanishes. Despite the immense pressures and looming threats, Madagascar has not yet given up all of its secrets. It remains one of the last great frontiers for biological discovery on Earth. Every year, the list of known life forms in Madagascar grows longer. Imagine trekking for days into a remote, unexplored forest. You set up your equipment, and on the very first night, you spot a creature that matches no known description. This is not a fantasy. It is the reality for researchers working in Madagascar. And so, the ultimate question remains: what else is hiding out there? The forests of Madagascar are still whispering their secrets, waiting for those patient enough to listen. We have journeyed through a land that time forgot, a world of upside-down trees, dancing lemurs, and stone forests. We have seen how millions of years of isolation forged a biological kingdom unlike any other. But we have also seen the profound fragility of this Eden. The fate of this eighth continent hangs in the balance, a stark reminder of our immense responsibility as custodians of the planet's natural heritage. So, is Madagascar the strangest place on Earth? Or is it just the beginning of what's out there? Subscribe to find out what other worlds are hiding on our own planet.